Guys, how are we all doing today? Guys, on today's live stream, we're gonna be doing, well, another live from the PNG Rain Addon on Nordic Horizons, and also the reworked Scandinavia for the first route that we've got today. We're gonna be taking it from Esbjerg to Trondheim. We might discover some of the other routes after that. We'll see how much time we'll have. We'll see how much time this route will get us, as this is mostly done with not the main road, so we won't be traveling a full 80 or 90 kilometers an hour. Mark Lewis, how you doing, my mate? Adam, I'm playing on Project Ultimate ReShade RealCam preset, not the V3. Adam, yes, you can find it on Patreon. It's all in the downloads in the main post. Ante, can I show you my Tobii eye tracker settings? Yes, I can quickly do that, and then you can just pause the stream if you want. Yep. Crafty, how you doing, mate? How's the evening going? Mark Lewis, what does the Florida map looks like? Looks like Florida. No, I mean, I'm not sure in what aspect you're asking. At the moment, we're recreating the Route 98 between Panama City and Mexico Beach, so that's what's going to be in the first version of it. Yeah, you can have a look on the pictures of the map in the Discord. If I'm not mistaken, I should have the Florida server Discord in the description. That's where you can find it. Or, if it's not in the description, you can have a look on the trailer video for Florida map on my channel. You can get the Discord link from there. Supposed to be too. Did I go the right way? I think so. Bogdan, how you doing, mate? Bogdan, would you be able to provide the new Florida Discord link, mate? Mark, just a question. How did you find out about the map if you're not on the Discord? Did you see it on YouTube or? Easy, how you doing, mate? Holy graphics. Disney, no, this is the Scandinavia reworked. It's not a mod map. Mark Lewis, I got it. You've been working on Mihail? What, the other side of it, not the airport bit? Well then, because I'm not sure if you heard me, would you be able to send the Florida link Discord for, as Mark was asking for it. Daisy, that is just the SnowyMoon render that it's changing the trees. Chitasek, how you doing, mate? How's the evening going? Thank you, Bogdan. Yeah, it's just like I'm all good, mate. Just enjoying some PNG rain. Dizzy, I've got a Ryzen 7 5800 X3D and a RTX 5080. Mark Lewis, it's always 60. I always cap it at 60. That's like what monitor I've got. I've got a Gigabyte MU 32-inch 4K curved screen. Michał, dzięki wielkie. Dziękuję bardzo. I również pozdrawiam. Mark, I see. One of them cool ones with the piping going all along. I don't really know much about custom PCs. My PC, well, the specs are good, but it's just a bland PC. It's, you know, there's nothing special about it. Racing the train. Rain Addon is taking overview of my room. I don't know if there's much to show. I'm playing a aluminium sim rig. It's a sim racing rig, not really a truck kind of a rig, more of a sim racing rig. Mark Lewis, great stuff, mate. 100% improve your gameplay. Grant Moreno, how you doing, mate? What's my GPU? I'm using the RTX 5080. Thank you, how you doing, mate? With some specs, I'm using the Ryzen 7 5800 X3D and the RTX 5080. Which sometimes I'm forgetting what kind of a CPU I'm using. Marcus, I'm using the Gigabyte MU's 32-inch 4K curved. It's 144 Hz 4K display. It's nothing special. It's like a mid-range monitor. It costs around, I don't know, 550 euros, 600 euros. It's not like a crazy OLED screen that will cost 1500 euros or anything like that. Nah, I play in 4K. Well, I'm recording in 4K, I'm streaming in 2K, but I think that I forgot to actually downscale this to 2K today. Am I from Romania? No, I was born in Poland. Mark Lewis, I'm playing in 4K. I'm recording in 4K, but most of the time I'm downscaling my stream to 2K. Just for the bitrate. I'm not downscaling what I see, I'm downscaling what you see on the stream. Sometimes it depends what I'm recording, because if I'm recording a longer video, let's say a 20-minute video, if I'm recording this in a normal way, so playing in 4K and recording in 4K, a normal 20-minute video will be around 100 gigabytes, 110 gigabytes. Then with editing and everything, I'll probably be around 200 to 250 gigabytes per video, so it depends where I record. If I'm recording like a very long time lapse, then if I need to record for like 40-50 minutes, then I'll probably record it in 2K, because 4K footage will take me to around, I don't know, 300 gigabytes plus. If it comes to Project Ultimate ReShade, you've got the bio post where you just buy it once. You do not need any membership, so you can just buy it out with the monthly membership. Oh, treasure. I'm using the Izuan Bakar's physics mode. does that look that good in every part of the country, even in mountains? I mean, it depends what the map is built like. If it's built well, then it's going to look good. If it's not built well, then it's not going to look good. OT Treasure, it's there's a person called Izuan Bakar, and it's his physics mod that I'm using. OT Treasure, if you leave a comment under the live stream, I can just post it in. Yeah, no worries, mate. It is one Bakar, yeah. Thank you for putting that down in the chat. What's that, how you doing? Any information where it's going to be released? I would probably get so, I don't know, around April, May. I don't want to give you a false date, but it might come in the next update. But then, you know, it all comes down to when Damien will actually get this ready for, so I can only speculate. I thought that we're actually gonna get on the ferry, but I wasn't aware that that's where we're gonna be passing. Sanger place. Most likely not, as this changes the weather depths. Yeah, I don't think there will be. Run a red. Well, no one's here, so we should be fine. Running out of fuel, and that is a kind of, oh, that's a usual thing for me on a live stream. So Evgeny, thank you for the sub, mate. I appreciate it. As hanging place, I'm using the RealCam Vibrant with the spring tone maps update. And I'm glad to hear that, mate. And well, I'm keeping the stream in English, so you can write whatever you want in Polish. I can just translate and then I can respond back in English. But I don't normally speak any other languages in the stream. But sometimes I will respond in Polish if I know that that a person is just unable to actually speak English or any other language. was trying something out. The color furnace, but when you're actually driving on Nordics, because of the weather depth is set a bit differently in here, it doesn't look that well. Because if you're looking at Nordic Horizons, your normal saturation and contrast at nighttime will be set way higher than in the daytime, but then Nordics don't really have any nighttime, so sometimes early on in the morning then late at night it will be very oversaturated and just looks a bit fake. How's up, Graham? How you doing, mate? I'm also glad, mate. Like even now, because it's 6:45 and this is on Nordics, you see that the saturation is much higher than if you're driving in here, I don't know, around 1 p.m. Okay, we need to stop at the next gas station. We're having issues with fuel on every stream, you know. How do I get there? Okay, so I actually have to. No, I did not start in the gas station. That would be funny if I did, you know. That would be very funny. Bogdan, did you build a lot today? Diesel engine, it's not going to be more demanding than the normal SCS weather. Safety, how you doing, mate? You had another video blow up, and I'm glad. Bogdan, I see, mate. I see. Safety, I've seen your message. I'm not sure where you actually messaged me, and I'm gonna respond to you after the stream. I'll check TikTok as well. Okay, we're 155k in debt. I don't know how we're going to make this up, but yeah. I'm lucky that they let me buy fuel, you know. How's that, Deb? Bogdan, because this is my profile where I stream, where I make videos and everything. And then I'm buy trucks, sell them, buy trailers, sell them, need to take another loan and all of that, you know. Diesel engine, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I don't know if it was you that sent me some pictures of that, but I've seen few pics of it in the WRC game and it looks very good. Yeah, but don't need to really use it, you know. And also my cheat engine was not really working that well with ETS2. It had some issues with permissions. So last time I tried to do anything with it, it would not allow me to do that. Safety, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, mate. I'm making some great content on that TikTok, mate. But first time when I seen that, I'm looking at the view count, I was like, God dang. Oh, I missed my turn. I was just looking at that. Oh, that, yes. I'll respond to you, mate. Am I actually streaming in 4K? I need to check something. No, I'm not. Diesel engine, how soon? Very tough to say, because there's few things that I'll have to do at the end of the process. And I don't know how well and how quick they're going to go. It's good progress now. It's all fine now. But compiling everything together, and it just requires a bit more precision, you know. And I don't know. It's the first weather dev mod which I'm going to be putting out. So. If it'll come smooth, then we're looking at a few days. If not, then probably looking at the end of the month. Well, we'll need to test it before it comes out. So no, how you doing, mate? No, it's the SCS Renault. there. Thanks so much, mate. I appreciate it. Guys, if anyone was watching when it was morning time, 7 o'clock in the morning, I said about the saturation on Nordic Horizons. I said the oversaturated vegetation is gone now. But it's between, I think, 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. where in other places of the map it's just dark and it's nighttime. Nordics don't really have any night, that's why the saturation is different. Diesel engine, 100% mate. Yeah, we'll see what we can do with the SCS updates, you know. I might be able to go around that a bit. Sever, hi there, mate. If you'd want to ask that question in English, I would be able to answer, mate. Well, at the moment it's non-stop raining because I'm displaying the rain. But you can change how often it rains. I've got my rain set to 100% now, so it'll just be non-stop rain. Yeah, I would want to see buses, you know. Because sometimes I do crave some bus gameplay, and I even downloaded the bus. But I don't know, the graphics on the Unreal Engine 5, they look a bit gloomy. There's no way to tone that gloom down. I've tried. Well, it's just specific graphics, you know. I prefer ETS2 graphics, so when the buses come out, we'll be able to enjoy some bus gameplay. We can drive buses now, but it will just be from one point to another. If they're gonna bring any kind of economy with it, or any kind of assistant that will let you to have few stops or something like that, that would be a bit more interesting than running from A to B. Diesel engine, thank you for responding, mate. I can speak some Russian, I understand most of it, but I don't actually know how to read it. Crew, hi there, mate. So on PC specs, I'm using a Ryzen 7 5800 X3D and a 5080. Thank you for the sub, mate. I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, you can use it without it. If it comes to reshading SnowyMoon, SnowyMoon will have the biggest performance hit. So if you can run SnowyMoon, then you can run that reshade. If SnowyMoon is a bit too much and you're make the decision to not get the full effects with it, then you can run it without it. When I was starting with reshades, SnowyMoon V2 was not even a thing, so yeah, you're running a similar setup to myself. So you 100% can run this up. If you run in 4K, you'll still be able to run it pretty well. You'll smoke it out in 2K. Diesel engine SC, man, yeah. Yeah, it's much easier to just understand it by hearing it. Yeah, Crooked, if you play in 2K, you'll be extremely fine. Man, I used to run this, well, maybe not to this extent, but I used to run this in 4K on a 3080 with some adjustments, but the 3080 was still keeping up with it. I see. I mean, if it's affecting your FPS that much, then you might just choose to play without it. But Kruka, you know what? Get SnowyMoon first. If you've not really tried that many mods, get SnowyMoon first, and then SnowyMoon PNG. And then, if you want to enhance it further, go for some reshade. You can get everything at once, but I'll maybe start with SnowyMoon if you've not tried anything before. So yeah, that's impressive, but it just shows that, as I said, when I was running that 4K with a 3080, if you set it up right, then you can really push that GPU. Yeah, you can use it without it. Yeah, it will still enhance your visuals. So. Yeah, diesel engine, 100%. I do like that Renault, to be honest. I think it's the second stream that I'm doing with it, and I think that I've done 2 videos with it as well. William, hi there, mate. Tire spray is part of the PNG add-on for Rain, which is not released yet. It's still in the beta. I do, mate. What time is it in Australia now? It's a reshape preset. and that has the characteristics of the camera. 6 a.m. Let's see. It's a nice. Well, 6 a.m. It's nice. The spiders are not nice. Have you got a lot of spiders in there? Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, have you got a lot of spiders where you live, or no? Do they go around the walls and stuff? Because you're not gonna tell me that it does not look like that. I've seen the videos, yeah. I've seen the videos. Rain is good, thank you. Man, you've been posting some fire on the Facebook groups lately, you know? Crook, appreciate it, mate. I'm glad you're liking it. Diesel engine, don't sell that Audi. It's a nice Audi, mate. I would not trade that for a PC. Yeah, we fixed it already. The fix is upcoming. You know what would help? What would really help? If we would know what to fix. Well, Damien mainly, because I'm just catching out what needs to be fixed, but it would really help if we would know what shaders are used at all times. I understand that that information is not always going to be shared with us, but yeah. Danny, how you doing, mate? How's the evening, mate? And you can use RealCam for AC. GTA 5? Man, I mean, I've not looked into the shaders in that. Because you know what it is with some games, like ETS will work similar to like Microsoft Flight Simulator, but not really. Okay, interesting thing. Because some of the shaders are actually compiling with some of the physical aspects of the games, yeah? There is a reshade effect. On reshade, it's just a normal effect where you can change the thickness and the scale of the mountings, or just items that are actually, or items, objects that are larger 3D objects, and you can actually change the scale of them. And that is a bit crazy. I'm gonna take a video of them. I might upload it at some point. Because I was surprised that I can actually control. Well, I guess there's a shader group for those mountings then, or for those objects, and that you can actually scale them up and down just with reshade, which is reshade has the first level of permissions for shaders. It doesn't actually have access to the main game code. Yeah, it's Norway, yeah. Danny, no, the Rain Addon is not out yet. Danny, but it will be released. You got Toby? How we liking it? You like your English teacher? I mean, there's an honest confession, but... Or make a video of what? Because I'm not sure what you're referring to. Danny, well, you know, school times are crazy, yeah? So you do whatever you need to do. Make a video from UK, but I'll have to be on Pro Mods. Because UK and on base game, it's... I've got no permission to go on going east of UK on the base game. I've got them crosses in there. I can't drive through there, like, it will not let me go on going east. Yeah, Danny, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna judge. It's up to you, mate. Yeah, no, I can't go going east or UK. Oh, Toby's coming from UK. Toby's coming from Sweden. They ship it out of Sweden. I thought they were talking about a video for... Okay, that's fine. Man, I'm looking at the chat, I'm not actually looking where I'm going. Because Danny threw a curveball at me and I got distracted. Guys, I need to check something real quick. I'm using a bit more CPU than I normally do. Well, nothing really happened, but I'm using like 4% more CPU than normally. I don't know if there wasn't any small updates or anything like that. Yes, Danny, go ahead, but just keep it PG rated though, yeah? Does SnowyMoon have rain physics? It just overrides the normal SCS physics. Band Excited, mate. I'm using the Ryzen 7 5800 X3D and a 5080. Hoodpack Kaido, mate. How's the evening? Okay, Danny, what steering wheel have you got now? Group like you just came from work, or you'll be able to relax. Or you've got a 1080p monitor, yeah? Vanex, I'm using PNG, the Rain Addon Beta, SnowyMoon V2 and Project Ultimate ReShade RealCam. Danny, you know what? What GPU are you running now? Hirashiki Morto, thanks so much, mate. I appreciate it. Because if you got a GPU that can run 4K, then get a 4K monitor. If you got a GPU that will struggle with 4K, then just get the steering wheel. $5060 Ti? You could run 4K with that. With some adjustments. Man, just go for the monitor. $700, mate. Now I'm using the Project Ultimate ReShade presets, not the one from PNG. AVW. The NorthExperience covers the Scandinavia rework and the whole Nordic DLC. You buy a 16K monitor? Danny, if anyone who will be able to buy a 16K monitor, it'll probably be you, so yeah. I would not be surprised. I'm not joking. Bendex, you can have a look in the links in the descriptions for the mod that I'm using. Creditor, not necessarily. It means that you'll have to display something like a 16K, but it doesn't mean that you've got a 16K display. Yes, all the graphics mods that I'm using here, they're paid mods. Yeah, ETS is very CPU orientated as well, so it needs a good CPU to run that well. Mr. Harder, mate. Release for this Rain Addon? Not sure, mate. It will come in one of the PNG add-ons. Not add-ons, PNG updates. But I do not have a release date for you yet. Yeah, as much as it should be GPU orientated, you know, because the game is just not optimized in a way that it can fully use your CPU. That's the thing, and it's just running off a single core, and it's requiring you to have that single core performance on a higher level, which you only get with a better CPU. Yeah, Yandex, I've got all of the tutorials and videos on my Patreon. You also got the tutorials on my channel on how to do that. How to install SnowyMoon and ReShade, as I'm not uploading any videos tomorrow. I'm uploading on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at the moment. Yeah, Purepack. Because look, well, I can understand that with SnowyMoon and all the mods the game looks good. But if you're looking at the base game, that mate, any kind of mid-range CPU should be able to run that, you know. Yeah, 1080p will run alright. Then every step in the resolution, it's a big shock for the CPU, you know. Bandex in old Scania. Yeah, I've got Fred Scania. We could run that. But that's the only oldest Scania that I would consider running, to be honest. Adani, I mean, you know, if you're making it work, that's great. It really comes down as to how you set it up, to be honest. You know what? It not only runs like crap, it probably doesn't look that good as well. I've seen ETS2 in VR and it doesn't look that great. Fandex, I'm not going to be changing any trucks today. We're going to be running with that Renault for the whole stream. You know how much time I'll spend on setting it up? No, you get everything straight away. The only thing that I'll be doing is sending you the tutorials, yeah? Yeah, Pirpack, that's what I meant. Everything in close approximate looks... Well, it doesn't look extremely good, but it looks alright. But then when you're looking out in the distance, that's where it starts getting a bit pixelated. My next, just coming back to you, and I'm not going to be changing trucks because I'd rather just drive and display everything than spend time setting up the truck. And but I can tell you that especially for yourself, I can run the next stream with the older style Scania. Where's Ali? How you doing, mate? I'm all good. Mate, you don't even know how many times your content from Microsoft Flight Simulator popped up on my Facebook the other day. I think that I've seen like 3 or 4 posts of yours. Not even being on the group, just scrolling Facebook, you know. Yeah, Greta, you can just download it straight away from the pinned post, and you just have to wait for me to send you everything once I'm done with the stream. Well, of course it will be modified. Well, it will be slightly modified. I'm not going to run something that looks like a circus, but it will be a modified scanner, yeah. Whereas, are you running this with head tracking as well? Yeah, no worries. I appreciate you, mate. Like, Microsoft Flight Simulator should be fairly straightforward to set up. I've been struggling to set up Toby on it, though. I don't know if I'm just being difficult, though. Do you have any issues with setting up Toby and how it works? I'm gonna download it after stream and check again. Vandex, I'm using the Volley add-on from Steam. Interior Volley add-on. Yeah, Moaz, I know it should be simple, and even when I watched the maybe I had a bad day, you know. I'll download it after stream and I'll see, because I wanted to do some flying as well. I was thinking of buying everything for a flight sim, because I'm in the middle of rearranging my setup now, so I could add a few things to it. Because I bought few mods for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I bought few airports, the Rex Atmos, a couple of bits, and I could actually put it to use now. Yeah, I did not get that, but I might actually buy that though. Okay, for the sake of my mental health, I'll not be parking this. If it's in the same spot like last time. PG Place, it's Euro Truck Simulator, mate. Okay, I don't know, I might park it. I don't know. Of course it's there, like... Well, I can't even see anything in Scottish Modern, how you doing, mate? How's your evening going? PG plays, I'm using PNG, SnowyMoon V2 and Project Ultimate ReShade. Wait, I can't see anything. Okay, I'm just gonna check. Whoa, we're not. Nah, I'm not fucking that. We're doing alright, but every time, well, they've repossessed my truck, which is not good. So we'll have to load it up. Mate, that's what I said. When you get to a certain amount of depth, it just repossesses your truck. I might need to get another loan to cover up. PG Place, you can get it on Project Ultimate ReShade, mate. Scottish Modding, I'm all good, mate. PG Place will run on your PC. I'm not sure what your PC is, so I can't really tell. Okay, guys, so let's say that we're in Trondheim, yeah? We cheated a bit, but where's Trondheim? Which routes do we not discover yet? We could run something in Finland, but on the right hand side of it, maybe. Okay, we could run Kotka. See, but I'm not sure why it stopped working. I mean, you might have an older version of SnowyMoon, that's why it would stop working. I need to get a loan, because every time I'm actually going to giving up the job, it's actually going to be repossessing my truck. Man, we've got £2 million in loans at the moment, so. You're not able to get my accent? Oh, I get it now. You can get the ReShade on Project Ultimate ReShade Patreon. You've got every link down in the description of the live stream. Place, no, it's not free. However, you can find some free presets online. But no, Project Ultimate. Well, every mod that I'm using for graphics, it's a paid mod. Scottish modder, no. Some brave soul uploaded it. It's already reported, but not much we can do with that, mate. How would I upload it to a stolen mod website? It wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Okay, 770 kilometers, it might be alright. out of music. I think we did. Hungary map is very boring, then don't drive on it. If it's boring to you, so. Drive some different map, you know. Very good. Well, as I said, it's oversaturated on Nordics at times. So when it changes to even 7 o'clock will be. It's a bit less saturated now. We're only going a straight line, but then. You know what, if you're driving on actual roads or highways, yeah, a lot of the times you're finding yourself driving straight kind of a route just with slight curves and stuff. Unless if you're in an area where you've really got some twisted roads. I need to change the camera because I forgot that I changed it before string. But then they repossessed my truck. Grass is probably shorter due to well, I'm using the grass from SnowyMoon at 100%, so that will kind of change the length of the grass. Fearless. Just looking at your nickname, if you're fearless, you might choose to do that. You know? It's really up to you, you know, personal choice. It's the extended seat view mod from Steam. If you type in seat in Steam, in Steam Workshop, you'll find few of these mods. Fearless, I know how it works and why he does it. I think it's fair. It's just the way that he puts his licensing file forward. Personally, I do not have a problem with that. I know that it accesses kernel-based processes, but the file actually only has the licensing file that is reflecting the IP address. Bandex, I've got one screen, I'm running one monitor. Julius, thank you mate, I appreciate it. Vandex said, did not watch Stranger Things. I've watched the first season, but did not watch anything past that. So I will not know what ending it had. But if you're saying that it was emotional, I'll believe you. I'm using one screen, just one monitor. Vandex, I'm reading the chat on my phone. You know, it's a very unprofessional setup. My setup for streaming is the headphones that I use and the phone, and that's where I stream. Oh, and I've got the viewer counter in the left hand side and the chat box in the bottom, so it's a very minimalistic streaming setup, you know. Apologies for my driving standards. I'm just rearranging my phone at the moment. I will eventually get a second monitor to actually have the chat on the second monitor, but at the moment we're running it off the phone. Boogeyman, how you doing, mate? With PNG, you could experience something like that. I had a few issues with that will be fixed. When not running PNG, I've not seen any missing textures. But to be honest, even with PNG, I've encountered missing textures twice. So... And I did not have any missing textures and missing roads in ATS. It was just 2 prefabs for Baltics and ETS that were missing. I'll try to have a drink of my coffee without breaking the camera, as I always try not to do. When does PNG 2.0 releases? Most likely this year. You've got the roadmap on the PNG Facebook page. Christian, I'm glad you're liking it, mate. Appreciate it. Okay, fuel again. Running out of fuel. However, something is actually looking after us because we've got the gas station right ahead. You see that I'm running PNG though, yeah? Boogeyman, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Bandiacs, I'll stick to the music that I've chosen. Plus, I can't just put any music on, as it has copyrights. So, all the music that you can hear on my channel, it's actually the paid library that I've got from Epidemic Sound. Vandex, you can turn the volume down and you can watch it without music, but you know, if you don't really like that kind of music. Rain particles way too much? It depends. If you got a lighter rain, we're driving in heavy rain. A relaxing drive should be relaxing. Yeah, I wouldn't call this a relaxing drive, to be honest. Look. Oh my god. Back, to be honest, I don't mind the music from Epidemic Sounds, to be honest. Like, not a really relaxing drive at all. No, if I play some relaxing music, I'm gonna fall asleep. And instead of seeing me drive on the road, you'd see me chilling in a ditch, you know? In the middle of the forest. Back. I might have a look when I get some free time, if that will ever happen. Well, Pack, you know what I normally listen to? I listen to Slipknot, Metallica. My favorite band is Rammstein. I'll listen to metal music, but then I wouldn't really play metal music on the stream because I don't know what percentage of people would actually appreciate it. Unless there's some metal fans in here. You like metal? That's very good, mate. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, man, I even got a Rammstein tattoo. I'll listen to Rammstein all the time, yeah. But I wouldn't drive a truck and listen to Rammstein. Like, it would not make. It's not that it wouldn't make sense, but it just, I don't know. I don't associate that kind of music with driving a truck, to be honest. What time? Well, you're asking me what time is it where I am? What time is it? It's nearly 8 p.m. Morning song very hard to you. It's 8 p.m. where I am. It's 7:53. Dancing in the toilet. Mate, and I've not actually ate anything today, which I'll have to change after the stream because I'm actually getting hungry. Like guana apes when you're driving, yeah. Rough play, how you doing, mate? How's your day going? Yeah, perfect. Can you imagine? I'm driving through Finland and that plays on the speakers. Yeah, is it 13 hours difference? It might be, yeah. Throwing poop. It's less than that. If it's 6 a.m. where you are, or like 7 a.m. now, it's 11 hours. Yeah, I use headphones, yes, I do. So there's a 11-hour time difference, and there's a 3 spiders per square meter difference as well. Do you like your job or you do not like your job? Because when you're going to work and you do something that you like, it might be alright, you know? Not much? Well, then I hope that will go quick for you, man. For the money. Well, everyone works for money. But sometimes if you might get a job that is just money, there's nothing else. Running cleaning business? I see. Well, a lot of sorting out, a lot of admin stuff as well. Pupak, you know, it depends what you do, to be honest. Like, depends what you do. Yeah, that happens as well. But let's say, you know, if someone likes programming and they work in programming, or they work in, you know, if they do something interesting, then they might be fine. Sound like real life? Yeah. Yeah, EVR has some very good sound mods. Everything sounds very good. You know what's even, well, not what's even worse. You know what's just not ideal? If you spend a lot of time in school to get into a certain field, and then you've completed your, I don't know, college, university, or whatever you've done for a longer period of time, and then you don't actually enjoy where you work, and that's a tough situation. Leandro, I'm just looking at your comment now. What sound settings I've got? I can quickly show you my sound settings. Yeah, you can pause the stream. I'm glad that you've actually recognized that they're a bit different, you know? Yep, can just pause the stream and have a look at that, yeah? Yeah, Paperback, 100%, mate. Crafty, you know what it is? There's no night time in Nordics. So if we run into a bit of an evening, then yeah, I mean, I can kind of simulate the night driving. Now I can just imagine that we're driving now. Yeah, we're driving as we are driving now, but you just can't see anything. I'm joking. But Leonardo, yeah. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, nighttime in Nordics is, as I said, I don't really. Something that I'll probably do in future versions is adjusting. There's a lot of profiles for different places if it comes to the weather mod. But Nordics is done differently because there's no nighttime, and Nordics don't really look that good between that 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. At least to myself. Yeah, per packet changes, but in the game it doesn't. In the game, I think that you've got this summer profile on, so just how it is in the summer, I guess. Okay, we've got 272 kilometers left. Look, how you doing, mate? Bio, yeah, 100%. Bobber came into the stream. Bobber, you're a bit late, you know. You don't even know what happened today. Like, everything happened already. There was a bobber on the street. There was all kinds of crazy stuff. Look, how's that Tubby working now? I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. You had bobber business to do? I expected that, you know? Look at, because you know what it is? Okay, the default settings for Tobii eye tracker, they're so bad. Like, when I got it first, I was like, I never actually cared for Tobii eye tracker till I got it and I set it up properly. When I got it first, and I started playing around with it, mate, I wanted to send that back, you know? Oh, I see. What was some crazy settings then? Maybe he uses it differently, you know? Man, I like Fred though. Fred is alright. Have you ever been on his streams though? Fred is fun, you know. Regarding reshade, you'll need to set up a screenshot key in the reshade app to capture reshade as well. The guy's energized 24/7, 100%, mate. Once I see he's live, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., something like that, yeah? Mate, he was so happy to see me. He showed me everything around in there, mate. I've seen the engine in the truck, I've seen the pipes in the truck, I've seen every little bit of piece of the truck that he was designing at the moment. He did not spare anything, and he was very enthusiastic about that as well. And he displayed his hatred towards people that live in North Austria. So, yeah. Danny, do I recommend you upgrade to 158? Yeah, I don't see a reason why not. I mean, everything is out for 158 now. Mate, Luca, but I do appreciate that, you know, that was a nice thing. Yeah, 100%. You know what? I've done few streams with Fred Scania. The way that he done the physics in that truck is just unmatched, you know. Why don't I use a Volvo and a Scania? I like that Renault, you know. Sometimes I use a Scania. I use Volvos very rarely though. Yeah, then you'll have to re-download everything for 158. To be honest, if you find on 157 and don't really need to upgrade, might as well just wait for 159. But crafting the next stream that we're going to be doing will be done with a Scania, or Fred Scania as well, so... Everything apart from his exhaust. Sammy, how you doing, mate? Try to make a purchase after creating an account on Patreon. Maybe the payment method that you're using to get Patreon or Boosty is not correct. If I was to advise you, maybe speak to Patreon support and just ask them why your account is getting removed. Because that's why I've created Boosty, for people that could not really get the Patreon up. But if you can't use either, then there might be something with the payment method that you're adding. Danny, no, you get a free update for another version. Yeah, look, are you running them American setups then, yeah? Yeah, he made that Cervantes now, yeah. Nevertheless, how you doing, my mate? All the way down from Brazil. Am I looking forward to coaches? 100%. As I said, from time to time. So, normally what fuels the kind of a need for me to drive ETS, ATS or any kind of a game is I'll watch a video on YouTube of a truck driver, something like that. Sometimes when I'm watching a lot of bus videos, you know, I'm craving some bus action, you know. And I think with how ETS2 is looking, if we can get some good buses in here, you know, we should be fine. I mean, we've got modded buses, but it's just, you can get a mod that will have an invisible trailer, but then you just go from A to B. There's no interaction with the bus side of things. No, I'm running the SCS traffic. Yeah, look, 100% mate. Danny, you will get go to the email which you bought the PNG from. First, when you buy PNG, you should tick the box which says they should get automatic updates, yeah? If you didn't tick that, you have to go back to the first email, and you have an updated link in there. Novilas, no, the Rain Addon will be released with the next PNG update, or either with the next one or the following PNG update, and it'll be a part of that mod. So yeah, Danny, did you buy PNG through Facebook or the new website? Look at me, we are working on it. Working on a lot of stuff, but it's not enough time. Yeah, Danny, then you should receive a email from PayHip when you first bought that. Go back to that email and re-downloaded it from that link that you've got in there. Bobber Squad to my address. Man, I've got my own Bobber Squad in here, man. But the Rain Addon is from PNG, but also SnowyMoon enhances the way the rain looks. Bobbers will find me. Well, I don't doubt that, you know. Yeah, Danny, so you should have that email somewhere in your inbox. Unless you created an account on PayHip, which is the easiest, because then you got your whole library that you buy from that website. Because you've got other modders on the website as well. Paddy B, how you doing, mate? How's the evening going? Mossad Bobbers? Yeah, mate. Man, I'm getting a cramp in my toenail. Well, not toenail, in my toes. Can't get a cramp in my toenail. I don't know if it's from pressing the pedal, because I've been playing a lot of LMU today. So I've been running some races. I don't know if... I've injured my leg on a... well, at home driving a fake car. So yeah. That's the kind of an evening I'm having. Very serious injury as well. Mate, how am I getting a cramp in my toe? Look at, you know why? What excuse should I use? Oh, when they were putting it on, there was a new guy working at a shop. Yeah, he put it on, and I couldn't take it off because he sticked it so hard that I can't take it off, so I have to drive like that. I apologize for that. There's not much I can do with that. I drove LMP2 today. Okay, GTE, mate, you know what? LMP2, like LMP2 brakes are, I wouldn't say that they're tricky, but GTE brakes, oh my god, like I love driving GTEs, yeah? But the brakes on that thing, mate, you need to have some crazy precision when you drive that. Can I switch to this outside camera? Yes, mate. Danny, type in payhip, P-A-Y-H-I-P in your emails. Luca, you know what? I don't really like ACC that much. I mean, I've played a little bit, but not much. I've never kind of liked the way you break in there. I mean, everyone likes something different, you know. Mobster, how you doing, mate? You can get all of the graphics that I'm using from the links in the description, and also I'm using SnowyMoon's render system, which you can get on Patreon as well. Danny, payhip, P-A-Y-H-I-P. Haris Jakubovic, I'm using DLSS quality with light and D in 4K with 125 scaling. For SnowyMoon settings, it would not really work well with you as they're extremely specific, I would say, and they work with the ReShade preset that I've got. Luca, thank you so much, man. What do you mean? Look. Line D, look. Look, this is how C looks, yeah? Which way darker, yeah? This is D. Well, C is not really dark, but C reflects rain differently. Because if we were to just have a normal daylight, then D would be darker and C would be lighter. Danny, if you can't find it, send an email to Damien, who will have to resend everything again. And then when you get it again, you'd have to tick that box. That's why it says that you need to tick that box to get automatic updates. Look at Damien fixed it. Will be out in the next update. There's a different set of shaders that SnowyMoon was using for rain. Wait, how many times are you gonna put that it's a PNG problem? It is a PNG. Well, not really a problem. It's just a different shaders between SnowyMoon and PNG. Okay guys, we got to the end of our journey. We've done 2 routes. We had another display of the PNG Rain Addon. Yeah, thank you so much for leaving your comments. Thanks so much for interacting in any kind of a way. I appreciate everyone who joined the stream, who left a like, so yeah. Mr. Epic created real life? No, unfortunately no, ETS2, mate. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you, Luca. Guys, I'm gonna always see you in the next one, and I'm gonna respond to any kind of messages on Patreon just straight after the stream, yeah? Guys, thanks so much.